Kremlin threatens whole new level of war over Western weapons.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia is on edge as American and European leaders meet in Europe to discuss delivering more weapons and military aid packages to Ukraine, with the Kremlin warning that more deliveries of weaponry to Kyiv will bring the conflict to a new level. This will mean taking the conflict to a whole new level, which certainly will not bode well in terms of global European security, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said, according to TASS. Naturally, the very discussion of the acceptability of supplying Ukraine with arms which would allow strikes to be delivered on Russian soil is potentially extremely dangerous. It also comes on the eve of a meeting between U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Army General Mark Milley, and the Ukraine Defense Contact Group Friday at Ramstein Air Base this week to discuss military aid packages for Ukraine aimed at thwarting an expected Russian offensive in 2023. The Biden administration is currently working to finalize a new weapons package of nearly $2.6 billion worth of military aid for Ukraine, which may include approximately 100 Stryker combat vehicles and 50 Bradley armored vehicles, according to the Associated Press. In a joint statement, the leadership of Estonia, the UK, Poland, Latvia, and 5 other European countries pledged new military packages to Ukraine, including main battle tanks, heavy artillery, air defense, ammunition, and infantry fighting vehicles. It's not clear if the Kremlin has specific plans to escalate in relation to weapons deliveries in Ukraine. In recent weeks, some authorities in Russia have grown fearful that Ukraine might conduct attacks inside Russia proper after several attacks against Russian airbases inside Russian territory took place last month and have been widely attributed to Ukraine.
This post received a score of 6,600, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I'm kinda surprised that Putin didn't threaten with nuclear weapons again. The US found the right words, it seems.
He leaves that job to Medvedev, who once again threatened nuclear retaliation a day or two ago.
Yeah, Medvedev gets rolled out on a two-wheel cart and propped up in front of a microphone whenever the Kremlin wants to say its most ridiculous shit.
He serves a purpose. He is an opiate for a very rowdy subset of Russians, hardliners, and additionally sows confusion and fear, though this doesn't land like they think it does, by letting the West hear his speeches as well.
Step 1. Threaten escalation over weapons deliveries. Step 2. Dismiss weapon delivered as ineffective and inconsequential to Russian might. Step 3. Report weapons delivered as destroyed, even before they've been delivered or in numbers greater than delivered. Step 4. Lose on the battlefield to Ukraine equipped with new weapons. Step 5. Declare losses on the battlefield as temporary. Step 6. Repeat.
You forgot, retreat and declare its strategic win. I'm bleeding, making MA the victor.
Greater than, we have trained them wrong on purpose. As a joke, Putin on being asked about his soldiers' capabilities, 2022.
You guys got training? Russian conscripts.
Yes, they were put on a train and sent across the continent. Training complete.
Lol, straight into the meat waves. I kinda feel a little bad, not really, for the Russians that 100% don't want to go to war but have to go, you know. I'm for Ukraine 100%, but that has to be a shitty situation with no way out. Either fight or get shot in the back by your own people. Wow, can you imagine their morale in these units? Fighting next to untrained prisoners and people that have never shot a gun on the way to the front lines. I wonder how many of the conscripts have been shot in the back not advancing BC. They couldn't advance. Glad I don't live in Russia.
There were planes of Russia doing the same thing in World War II. Like that movie, Enemy at the Gates, where one soldier gets a rifle and the next one gets bullets, etc. I think this was proven to be untrue for World War II, and it could just be propaganda to demoralize the enemy. That said, I'm 100% pro-Ukraine, but realize that there's a lot of propaganda from both sides.
You have no idea how much your new weapons will fuck US up on a whole new level.
They will escalate by throwing millions of dead Russians at it.
First soldier take gun, second soldier take 5 bullets. Any soldier turning around will be shot. For the motherland, I can't hear you.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.